Did anything like ever happen to you when you was younger, like any type of sexual assaults or anything like that?
Yeah, my father used to.
You say your dad? Did you grow up in a house with him though, or where did?
No, his parents was the one who raised me. They had custody of me,
And so he used to live there with them, type deal.
He would go out on the shrimp boat, and 30 days, 40 days, come home. And he'd come home drunk, and I finally got enough of it and told my papa. My papa.
What age did it start?
Back as far as young.
You say?
I don't know exactly what age. But
what age did it stop?
I was 13, 14 almost. I told my papa.
13, 14?
Yeah.
How do you think that trauma affected you as far as your life goes?
It affected me very bad because I was very sexually active. I feel like that if none of that would have happened, I would have never had my, not saying I don't regret my kids, but I was having my kids at a young age and I was unable to raise my children. So I gave them to families and I stayed out of their lives.
How does that make you feel?
Because I couldn't raise my children. And I couldn't.
What's up, YouTube? I want to once again thank everybody who comes up to me in the street and shows me real love. Y'all don't even know. It keeps me thankful. It keeps my tank full. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss? You gotta speak up just a little bit for me.
I'm doing good.
Okay, cool. And so are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how old are you?
41.
41?
Yes.
And so how long have you been homeless?
Just this past year.
This past year?
Yes.
What happened a year ago that caused you to become homeless?
Me and the father of my kids went to Florida because we found out he was dying from not being on dialysis, and so we came back. Just the housing is ridiculous. There's no shelters open. There's no assistance.
Say that again now?
The housing, there's no kind of assistance really. It's all booked up. There's shelters are built up.
So you say that you had to go to the hospital, or you say to
my
the...
baby's dad was hard-headed, and they told him to get on dialysis a couple years ago, and he said no. And so y'all know the outcome of that. And we went to Florida because he wanted to pass on the beach. But he started seeing the hurt in my eyes that it was bothering me that he was going to die. And he wanted to come home and try to get on dialysis. And they told him it was too late, that you enjoy the days that y'all are together. So that's what we're doing.
How long did he last after y'all went to Florida?
He's actually still kicking it. But he's slowly fading away. And if they tell you to get on dialysis, and I urge anyone, if your family member is on diabetes, please urge them to take their medicine, stay on them, because I did with him, and now the outcome of him not taking his medicine and poor handling is he's fishing to die. I've watched his body shut down every day for the past 3 years.
Is he up here with you in Atlanta, or is he down in Florida?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay,
he's
so
here.
y'all are up here. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
That's fine.
So what made y'all decide to come up here? Is this where y'all were already staying?
Yeah, I came up here in 2003.
Okay, so you was already here in Atlanta.
The housing is ridiculous, it's just backed up. It's crazy.
Okay, you say you're 41?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're the same age. So 2003, that means you was 20 years old.
Yeah.
So what made you move here at 20 to Atlanta?
My homeboys kicked me out of the hood for a minute.
They kicked you out the hood for a minute. What you mean?
I'm from Mobile, Pritchard, Alabama, APA.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, you from Pritchard. I know about Pritchard. Yeah. Shout out Pritchard, man. Shout out Mobile all day.
Shout out Mobile.
Yeah, so growing up, all right, so what do you mean they kicked you out the hood? Why?
Because I was taking and robbing their, not robbing, but I was taking their little licks and spreading them throughout the community instead of, keeping them one person. I was spreading the 5,000-6,000 throughout everybody else. And they're like, oh, we need our people back,
Wait,
so
what? Say that again?
Okay. Like, they got a lot of people that come out and do drugs. So, like, I'm currently a recovered addict. I'm here now.
Right.
The streets took that on me. But I would go and take their plays and just spread them through the community. I'd go spend money with everybody. Instead of them getting all the 5,000-6,000, I would spend it with the whole everybody in the community.
Okay, so you like Robin Hood.
Yeah, something like that gives you take from the rich and get
but
to the
what
poor.
was it that you was taking from them, or how was you getting the lick of the money or whatever it was? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, they would just be asleep or something, and somebody would come through and want to spend something, and be, yeah. You notice when the big screamers come through, you sit and watch.
So hold on. So basically you're saying that, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that you was a young white lady, and I guess you was, doing sex work or whatever.
No.
Okay, so what is it?
I was using drugs, but I never That's one thing I don't. I'm not gonna say I haven't.
Right.
But that's something I do.
That's not your thing. I got you. But
no.
so what? How was you getting the money? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because when a man hits drugs, some of them are very, very. I mean, that's the first thing they do is throw it out. Very easily they'll hand it out.
Money?
Yeah. Why do you think these girls run behind them?
Okay.
When they hit that dope, they can't do nothing. They stuck.
Okay. So
dope.
you got kicked out of the hood at 20. That's how you ended up coming here to Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm imagining you grew up around black folks?
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally?
Cajun.
Occasion? Cajun. Yeah. We know about that kind of geechee, Cajun kind of energy that's around the borders of the Southeast, basically. You know what I'm saying? From New Orleans all the way to South Carolina and the folks over there. So, okay. So, all right. So, you say what? South Kakalaki. That's right. Okay. So, all right. So y'all was living in an apartment prior to going down to Florida?
Yeah, we was living with my mom. No, we actually we was living in the Welcome House. But my baby's father had got a phone call, so we went home.
Is your baby's father black or white?
He's black.
Okay. So long story short, you was living over here in the Welcome House.
Yeah, and we got a call from his grandma that she needed help to go. That's in Mobile. She needed our help, so we had to go home and take care of her. And that's when he fell sick, and that was in Alabama. So.
Okay, and so why did you decide to come back here to Atlanta?
It's more resources, but the only thing is they don't have is housing.
You gotta speak up a little bit.
But it's a lot of resources here in Atlanta, but the only thing they don't have is housing.
Yeah, so why did you decide to come back?
I guess because I'd rather be homeless around people I know than people I don't know.
I get that.
Because you don't know nobody out here and you homeless. Homeless strong survive. Good luck to you.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a dog world out here.
Yeah, and then I'm floating by myself, so I'm single, and so I'm holding it down.
So where's your baby daddy at?
With his new wife.
What?
Yeah. So sometimes you got to deal with stuff that, as long as he's happy, I don't care.
Well, why did y'all break up?
His anger got a little bit too overpowering for me. And I couldn't.
Was he like physically abusive and stuff like that? Okay, and so how long ago did y'all break up? January? And he's got a new wife already? Okay. So you're saying baby daddy, you have kids?
Yeah.
How many? Seven? Okay, and so how old is the oldest? How young is the youngest?
24 and 14.
Okay, so you had them kind of back-to-back type deal. Within 10 years, 7 kids. That's rapid enough. All with the same guy or different guys? Speak up.
Different guys.
Different guys? How many different guys?
3.
3? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it seemed like you was a little hesitant on that part. Okay. So which one is he the daddy of?
We have 3, 2 girls and a boy.
Is that the last 3?
Yeah.
Okay, and you say the youngest is 14.
Yeah, our boy is 19, 18. Our 2 girls are 14, 15.
So who do they live with? They're minors.
Cousins.
They live with their cousins?
Well, his cousin has custody of them. We got into some trouble and both had to go to prison. So
what'd y'all have to go to prison for?
Well, we got pulled over. We were selling drugs. And I got prison for Sudafed. I was buying Sudafed boxes.
You was buying
Christmas.
what?
It was Christmas, and I had a white boy that was paying me $75 for a box of Sudafed. And I got caught up in a sting. Somebody set me up in Alabama. And
you say you were selling Sudafed?
Hell yeah, boy offered me $75 a box.
Right.
Christmas time, that's a lot of good little.
Okay. So both of y'all had went. So okay. So you got 7 kids. What's going on, brother? Okay, that's cool. Not right now though. Let me finish this up. All right. So cause just trying to figure out what's going on. So
more than once.
You say what?
Over the years, we've been homeless more than once.
Yeah. So it's kind of in and out of homelessness, different things like that.
Like I said, I'd rather be here in Atlanta with people I know than be somewhere strange I don't know. Because to be able to lay your head down and go to sleep, that's why I literally stepped to these people back here. And I told them, hey, can I shoot y'all $10 a week? I'll pay y'all every month just to let me go sleep safely. You dig? So,
hey, listen, man. Listen, that is a major thing when you talk about just your survival and daily being out here. You don't want to be sleep deprived. So,
No.
all right. So, so let's just real quick. Let's just start from the beginning. So, where you from?
I'm from originally Mobile, Alabama.
All right, man. Hey, man. Shout out that Mobile,
What
man.
up, Peter?
Like I say, shout out that
What up,
Pritchard.
Peter?
Shout out Mobile all day. And so, growing up in Mobile, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
I didn't have neither. I had my grandmother on my dad's side, and I had my grandmother on my mom's side, and I had my Aunt Ruth, my mom's sister, basically.
Did you ever get an explanation as to why your parents weren't able to raise you?
My dad was on drugs. I know that for a fact. My mom, I really haven't gotten that out of her yet. She's here, but she's not there. I need her most now because, you know, mentally growing up, I need her now as an adult, especially because I look forward to the relationship me and my daughter's going to have eventually. So
you look what to the
relationship that me and my daughter is going to have. You know, and I look at her for my mom's advice, and it's not there. So I have to.
Do you feel like you're put in the same trauma?
I really do. I tried to break the chains. That's why I got sober off the crack cocaine. I was addicted for 17 years, and I've been clean for a whole year. It took me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was addicted to crack cocaine at a young age, and I was on it for 17 years, and I got clean this past year by myself. Just didn't want it no more. I mean, I've dibble-dabbled and hit a couple times, and it's not my type. It's not my taste.
What was it that made you start smoking in the first place? Because me and you were the exact same age, so we knew what crack was back then.
At the time, I had a friend of mine I was seeing. Well, he was staying with me, and he come running. That's all. I gotta go. Get the pistol. I said, all right, we just put it under the dresser. Well, the long story short, little did I know I had a weapon of murder in my house, so we couldn't do it. Well, I had to sit for 3 months till forensics came back, so they could see fingerprints to prove I didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't have nothing on it, so they let me go 3 months later. But at that time, I had to ask a lady in the apartment complex because I didn't have my mom or nobody around me when I was going to jail in handcuffs to get my baby. So I'm coming home to see all my baby's clothes because they held my apartment just long enough for me to get my stuff out of it. But so I got kicked out of Section 8 because I was
going to jail.
Yeah, I went to jail for attempted murder. For murder. So, but yeah, when I got home and I'm seeing the baby stuff and I'm seeing my stuff, I'm like, damn, man. So I was like, here, it'll make you feel better. And it really is. It's a good it's a good high if that's what you want. But that's not something that I encourage anybody to do. It took me 17 long, hard years to break that curse off of me, and hopefully my kids won't have to pass it down because my dad was on it. Okay. So maybe I'm hoping I broke that chain, I hope.
Okay. So as far as like your addiction and everything else. Well, okay. Before we get there, let's just start. So as far as your childhood goes, would you say you had a fairly normal childhood?
Oh yeah, I really hate that my children are not going to be able to experience the stuff that I did. I say that because my uncles, one of my uncles, he went back in. This is back at the time when the casinos first started out. His company. He had a plumbing company in Singing River, Mississippi, and his company built a lot of the casinos. And so he had a big old house, and we always would go over there. Summers and barbecue, ride jet skis, and Christmas time, 12-foot trees.
Tell you, man, in y'all's community, there's always at least one person that has like a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There's always at least one cousin, one uncle, one somebody that you can get that taste of living. You know.
But I hope my kids ain't gonna see that. You know?
Well, let's real quick. So growing up, did you end up going to high school, stuff like that?
No, I actually dropped out in 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah, I got pregnant.
You got pregnant at 7? Okay, so that's like 12 years old. When did you lose your virginity?
I got pregnant when I was 16. My mind's not good because I get hit by a car. My math's not good.
Well, I do math pretty well, so if it was 7th grade, unless you got,
I got into some trouble as a kid.
Unless you got held back multiple times.
Yeah, I got in trouble as a kid.
Well, I get it, but did you get held back as far as the grades go? No. Okay, so what up? Yes, sir. Hey, throw them thumbs up there now.
I did good growing up to high school, and I got in a lot of trouble. My mom.
Well, you say you dropped out in 7th grade.
Well, I was being a wild child, I guess I would.
Right. So what I'm saying is that if 7th grade is around 12, maybe 13.
Yeah. Then I ended up pregnant afterwards. I ended up pregnant about this year. I was like 16 when I got pregnant with Tristan.
You were 16?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, when did you lose your virginity? What age was that?
I was 15.
15? Okay. Did anything ever happen to you when you was younger, like any type of sexual assault or anything like that?
Yeah, my father used to molest me.
You say your dad? Did you grow up in a house with him though, or where did?
No, his parents was the one who raised me. They had custody of me,
And so he used to live there with them, type deal.
He would go out on the strip boat, and 30 days before they come home. And he would come home drunk, and I finally got enough of it and told my papa. My papa.
What age did it start?
I can remember back as far as young.
You say?
I don't know exactly what age. But
what age did it stop?
I was right at 14 almost. I told my papa.
13, 14? And so, are we talking about all the way to sex and everything else?
No, not sex, thank God. But oral sex.
So he would make you do oral sex, or you would do oral sex to him?
Both.
Okay. And so that started at a young age, and it ended at around 13 or 14? What was it, do you think, that made you stop or made you decide to tell, you say your papa?
Yeah.
What made you decide to tell your papa?
I just got tired of it. I felt disgusting. I felt like I was nasty. So I just got tired of it.
Is your dad still living?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever talked about that stuff?
I didn't say to him.
When was the last time you did talk to him?
It's been years.
Like, have you talked to him? Let's say, did you talk to him when you had any of your kids or anything like that?
He's contacted us and asked him, trying to get into children's lives, but I would never introduce him to my children because of what he did to me. I would be scared of him.
Speak up just a little bit for me.
I said I would never introduce him to my kids because I'm scared that what he did to me, he would do to my daughters.
Right. Okay. Whew. Wow. Did you ever tell anybody besides like your papa that was going on? So
I told my mom and them after the fact, and my mom cried. Well, my mom, she didn't find out for a long time, but then when we told her, she cried. But
what was your papa's reaction when you told him that?
He got his 380 and put it to my dad's head, and they put him out in the middle of the snow.
Wow. How do you think that trauma affected you as far as your life goes?
It affected me very bad because I was very sexually active. I feel like that if none of that would have happened, I would have never had my, not saying I don't regret my kids, but I was having my kids at a young age, and I was unable to raise my children. So I gave them to families, and I stayed out of their lives.
How does that make you feel?
Because I couldn't raise my children. And I couldn't, because I didn't take care of them. I could have kept all of them and been on welfare and had them going to school, but they would probably been bullied because I couldn't afford them Jordans. I couldn't afford the nice things that they would have needed. So I took the choice and decided to give them to families that was going to be able to raise them. You know, that shit hurts. I want to raise my kids. I want to give my kids their birthday parties. I want to do things for my kids. I want to go play with my kids. I can't do that.
I guess some people are going to say, well, but I guess why didn't you think about any of this stuff when you was doing this stuff, you know? Like, because it sounds like you didn't start smoking crack until the early 20s. So you was having the kids before then.
It's hard if you don't have no kind of support, mentally, physically, or financially, or family.
So do you think like you feel like you were searching for love or something like that, or searching for a connection?
I still am.
Like as far as the having sex and having the kids and having sex and having the kids. That's what I mean. Like, do you think you were searching for something?
Something that wasn't there yet.
Okay. Huh. Wow. Okay. And so at this point, you're 41. You're out here. When was the last time you had to do like sex work or anything like that? And we asked that you keep it above.
I'm not gonna even lie. I've never did that. I actually hold a sign. My homeboys laugh at me. They're like, "Hey, they keep it honest, you know." I mean, I'd rather hold a sign than I would go to turn a trick.
Right. So you do the panhandling, and I get that.
Yeah.
But okay. So you're saying that because you said earlier that you had done it before.
I have, yes. I mean, some of my homeboys came through before, and
so just like guys, you know, type deal, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Not like being out on the strip or nothing like that. Okay. I got you. Okay. And so what are we doing at this point to try to elevate ourselves out of this position? What are we doing?
Well, honestly, I kind of had got stuck for a second because I had a horrible trauma hit me. I had two friends, and one at the same time, one got locked up and one got killed. And so I lost two people at one time, and so kind of got dazed for the past couple of weeks, and I'm trying to build myself up about that depression that I was going through of losing my two soldiers, you know, my main two soldiers, the only two people I had.
I get it, and I mean, I empathize with you, but you know, what are we doing? I mean, it sounds like you've been in and out of this kind of instability for years.
Yeah.
So what is the plan?
There aren't, you know, housing resources, so I mean, I'm probably gonna have to end up going out of state and try to find some. I don't know what to do.
Okay. There's nothing back home for you? There's no. You can't camp out with your people back home or nothing?
This is home. This is my new home.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, listen, Miss. On that note, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Just come find me. I'm down here. Down here at Gateway. My name's Jackie.
All right. Y'all come look for Jackie. All right, Jackie. Well, listen, we really appreciate you, like I say, and we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here. All right.
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
I will.
All right. All right.